Hi, children. How are you doing today? I believe you're fine. All right, you're welcome to the science class. Last week, we started talking about our environment, the things we see in our environment, and we said our environment needs to be kept clean. We talked about the living things and the non-living things in our environment. All right, still talking about our environment today, we're going to be talking about pollution. Pollution. What is pollution? Now, anytime you see a dirt on the ground, in the water, or in the air, we see is pollution. So pollution is when the water, the air, or the ground is dirty. When it is not clean, we say is pollution. That means it's been contaminated by harmful substances that are dangerous to human health. All right, so let's talk about the different types of pollution. We have the air pollution, we have land pollution, we have noise pollution, and also water pollution. So let's take them one after the other. Here is water pollution. Here is air pollution, sorry. Now, what causes air pollution? Sometimes you see smoke coming out of some cars, some old cars. You see smoke coming out from there. And sometimes you see something called fog in the atmosphere. Fog is a thick cloud that forms near the ground. Now, if there is fog, it won't help the vehicles to be able to travel. It will be difficult for them because they won't see clearly. So, when this fog and smoke comes together, it forms what is called smog. So smog is a mixture of smoke and fog. And when smog is in the air, it pollutes the air. So it won't be clear for vehicles to travel. And when you breathe it in, it's going to be dangerous to your health. All right, so let's talk about the other pollutions. Talk about land pollution. Can you see the trash can is overflowing? And in your houses, in the neighborhood, you see people throw their dirt like that into the waste bin. And it causes pollution everywhere. The smell that comes from there is bad. And when you take in air around there, it's going to be dangerous to your health. But what do we do? You can keep some of this trash. Your old cans, they can be recycled. Your old papers, your old newspapers can be recycled to form new things. What did I say? Your old cans and old papers can be used for? They can be used to form new things. So, let's talk about another kind of pollution. Noise pollution. Can you see that guy? He's holding his ears, covering his ears. Why? Because the noise is too much. And this noise can affect your ears, can affect your hearing. This noise come from engine, come from machines, in factories. It comes from the animals. For example, the dog barking. You can also get it from radio. Sometimes people they turn on their radios and it's so loud. So when there is a lot of noise, it becomes pollution. Even when you are playing music and it's so loud, it becomes a noise. It's no longer going to make a pleasant sound to you, because music is supposed to make a pleasant sound to you. But when it's so loud, it becomes so noisy, and it becomes pollution. All right, so you can get noise pollution from machines, from animals, from cars, from radios. All right. Remember, I said when people work in a very noisy places for a few years, it hurts their hearing. That means they might have issues with their ears. See, they might just become deaf. So avoid noisy places. Another one is water pollution. Can you take a look at the river? Now, some dirty oil is coming from, I'm sure it's a factory. Now, by the time it gets to the water, it pollutes the water. The water gets to, maybe it's flowing to another place. Now, the water will not be fit for drinking. You cannot use it to wash. Remember, when you put your oil and water together, it will be contaminated. So, avoid such pollutions. All right, I hope you've learned something today. Let's get back to our book. Go to your Science 208, open to pages 16 to 26. Read carefully, follow the instructions, and answer the questions there. See you in the next class.